Ever notice how James Bond always wears an Omega, but no movie villain ever used an iPhone? That's no accident. It's a billion-dollar marketing magic, and you probably never even realized it. Hi, I'm Mike Inishuk, and today we are pulling back the curtain on product placement. We will cover what it really is, why it works, and which cases become iconic, from the Lumiere brothers to Spielberg. In this video, you will also learn what candy is the ultimate alien bait, how a coffee cup almost derailed Game of Thrones, and what product was paid to appear in Breaking Bad. No, it's not the one you are thinking of. Believe me, after this video, you will spot product placements everywhere. Want to keep sharpening your marketing detective skills? That's what happens when you hit that subscribe button. Watch closely. The secrets start now. When Tom Cruise speeds off in a BMW in Mission Impossible or struts across the screen in Risky Business wearing Ray-Bans, it's an example of product placement, also known as embedded marketing or branded content integration. This marketing strategy merges advertising with entertainment across TV, streaming, video games, and music videos. Brands poured around $33 billion into these on-screen cameos in 2024, and that figure is expected to grow through 2028, thanks to a rise in binge-worthy streaming and influencer content. The practice of placing products dates as far back as the 19th century, when a Lever Brothers product was featured in a Lumiere Brothers film. The resulting film, Washing Day in Switzerland, was only 40 seconds long, but displays the French and German versions of the Lever Brothers Sunlight soap. The Lumieres weren't the only ones. Thomas Edison, a chief technological rival of the brothers, jumped on the bandwagon. With financial stakes in a wide range of companies, he used his films to promote everything from railways to phonographs. When the inaugural Academy Awards ceremony kicked off in 1929, the film that won the first ever award for Best Picture, William Wellman's Wings, featured a prominent shot of the Hershey's chocolate logo. Time has passed and it has grown to encompass different aspects of modern entertainment and media. You've seen examples of product placement in countless movies, TV shows, and music videos. This subtle but powerful strategy boosts sales and brand awareness without being too in your face. In the 1982 Spielberg hit E.T., the extraterrestrial, the protagonist Elliot used Reese's Pieces to lure E.T. to his home. The brief product placement helped triple Reese's sales within just 2 weeks of E.T.'s release. Since then, product placement has helped numerous brands such as FedEx, Lego, and Aston Martin in a number of different ways, like expanding their reach, boosting sales, and gaining huge fan bases. So, what is actually product placement? Product placement is where you pay to include your product in entertainment or editorial content, so it's woven into the scene. Think of Walter White in Breaking Bad. As his power and wealth grow, he trades up to Chrysler 300, an unmistakable marker of his new status. Because Chrysler is woven into the storyline, whenever the car appears on screen, it feels organic and far less intrusive or salesy than a traditional ad. Paid product placements are aimed at specific target audiences within the commercial retail market. Hence, How the Price is Right showcases household appliances during the daytime slot favored by at-home shoppers. Traditionally, product placement was negotiated directly between entertainment companies and brands. The studio would send out a person to source brands and products for its art department. The deal would outline where, for how long, and how a brand would appear. Today the process is largely unchanged, but studios now compete with streamers, game publishers, and influencers, and brands are more proactive in finding partners to work with. Depending on the agreement, the brand might pay in cash or arrange a barter, trading a loaner and cross-promotion instead. Once filming or content creation begins, the prop master, or let's say influencer, makes the item visible or digitally inserts in a post-production. In a cameo prop in an indie film can cost up to $50,000, whereas placement in a blockbuster like Skyfall can reach 8 figures. Now let's take a look at traditional product placement types. The first one, TV and movie placement. In film and television, product placement puts brand directly on screen. Prominent characters may be seen using a particular product or service, even if it's never called out by name. The TV show 30 Rock turned product placement into a joke by turning the model on its head, hawking fake products through traditional subtle means of product placement, like Saber the Solid chips, and explicitly naming the real products they advertised.
I'm sorry, you're saying you want us to use the show to sell stuff?
Look, I know how this sounds.
No, come on, Jack, we're not doing that. We're not compromising the integrity of the show to sell.
Wow, this is Diet Snapple?
I know, it tastes just like regular Snapple, doesn't it?
You should try pomegranate. It's amazing.
I only date guys who drink Snapple.
Look, we all love Snapple. Lord knows I do, but focus here.
Type number 2. Verbal placement. A subtle form of integrated marketing involves paying a well-known figure to talk about a product or service during the course of an interview or even while out in public. During the Super Bowl's annual media week, many retired athletes cruise along Radio Row, giving media interviews and plugging products during their on-air conversations. Another type is retail floor placement, perhaps the oldest form of product placement, where companies pay for prime space in retail stores. In the grocery industry, large brands negotiate product integrations deals that guarantee shelf space at eye level as part of their merchandising strategy. Product placements don't feel like ads, yet they can be even more effective. When you are watching a show or movie and you recognize a logo or product, your brain's pattern matching kicks in and delivers a dopamine hit because you spotted something you know. A viewer will start transferring some of the character's trails to the brand. A cool hero that drives a Ducati is automatically cool now, and the memory is filed away, which is why product placement has high recall scores. Consumers see placements as part of the story, not a sales pitch. That's why they trust the brands that appear on screen. In a 2023 survey, 63% of US consumers reported positive emotions after seeing a placed brand, and 47% say they enjoy spotting their favorite products on screen. But despite the benefits, product placements has its drawbacks. First of all, high costs. Securing a slot in A-list content can drain an entire quarterly marketing budget. A single integration in a primetime network drama can run you up to $1 million. Streaming or virtual placements aren't always a bargain either. Inclusion can easily cost 6 figures, and there is no guarantee it will be a success. From a cost perspective alone, product placement with an influencer or content creator is the most affordable option for smaller businesses. Another disadvantage hides in limited creative control. The final cut sits with the director or showrunner. Scenes can be trimmed, logos moved, or storylines rewritten in editing without your approval. The infamous stray coffee cup that appeared in Game of Thrones' final season is an example of how a cameo can spin out of control. And that one was an accident. Yet, it turned into a meme that marketers never anticipated. Brands have to weigh exposure against the risk of misframing or vanishing in the final cut. Regulatory restrictions also have their influence. Rules differ depending on the country, but in the United States, the FTC governs influencer promotions and the FCC governs broadcast TV and radio. The FTC requires that paid promotions are clear and conspicuous when a person is endorsing a brand or making claims that could influence a purchase. For example, an Olipop can in a movie scene is not an endorsement. A TikTok creator raving about Olipop is and would need to present a paid promotion label. The FCC states that broadcasters must announce if their program's content was aired in exchange for money, services, or valuable consideration. However, these regulations don't apply to feature films shown in theaters. While regulations keep product placement in check, there is no denying its power. From Reese's Pieces in E.T. to Aston Martin in James Bond, branding have been sneaking into our favorite stories for over a century. Love it or hate it, product placement isn't going anywhere. So next time you spot a brand in a movie or show, let us know in the comments. And see you soon.